Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. Today is all about the Kaiser Joe. This is the Wrathful Predation, the Devil Joe dual blades, and they are typically, just because of their insane high roar, my go-to dual blades for the majority of things, unless it is something that I typically would struggle with, such as Teostra. I will go water dual blades, but for most other things I don't really care. I just go Devil Joe, just because, like I said, insanely high roar, and they do actually work pretty darn well, even against the majority of Elder Dragons, simply because of the high Elder Seal, which is generally quite handy. But anyway, let's get into the skills and equipment. Now, as always, I have a health augment on to be a bit more optimal. You could replace that with an affinity, but like I said, it's your choice. I'm not the best player, so I like to have the healing. So, Wrathful Predation with an affinity and a health augment, Kaiser Gamma Helmet with a tenderizer and a critical, Rathalos Beta with a dragon, Kaiser Gamma Gloves with another critical, as your Star-Lord Waist with your third critical, Kaiser Gamma Boots with a dragon and an attack, and then finally you got your attack charm 3. In total, this will give us Master's Touch as well as critical element, which is basically the staple of all dual blade builds. Critical Eye level 7 because we need that affinity, because these weapons are in the negative at base. Attack boost level 4 just to help with the affinity. Weakness exploit because you are going to need it in every build. Critical boost level 3 just to try and get the damage up that much more when you do crit, which is fairly often. Dragon attack just simply because, well, they're an elemental weapon and you are going for critical element. And handicraft is a nice extra touch just to give you that little bit of white. Now, due to the rapidity of dual blades, that white won't last for too long, but it is a nice start off point. And yeah, we all love the white. I can't wait for purple. I really can't wait for purple. It's going to be so nice when we get purple. Now, like I said, these are pretty much my go-to dual blades for pretty much everything. If it is a monster that is particularly resistant-ish to dragon, such as Kirin, Teostra, etc., typically I will use their elemental weakness, but if I fancy just being an absolute moron and decide to go with Wrathful Predation anyway, I remove the 2 dragon decorations and add in more attack if you have them. But that's just, you know, one of the stupid things I like to do. Now, these are actually the exact weapons that got me into using dual blades in the first place. I did like a weird sort of gripe about tiers and demonstrated why my views on weapon tiers with dual blades, and yeah, it's been quite controversial, but still, these weapons are actually really powerful. So if you're unsure about dual blades, or just think that they are, as I call them, noob blades, then give these a whirl, punch a few things in the head a little bit, try them out, and I am 90% sure that they will change your mind, even if it is just, you know, I fancy doing something a bit different, I'm fed up of being a greatsword main and just fancy changing it up. Try these. They really are very powerful. They do work absolute wonders, and just the ease of using them makes them actually quite fun. You can sort of just spam and enjoy the game. It's kind of almost like playing Eddie Gordo in Tekken. You have no idea what you're doing, but things are dying, so it must be good. So that is the standpoint where I'm actually kind of at with dual blades now. I've still got a few left to get, such as ice. I've got poison as well, but you know, I'm quite enjoying them. They're quite fun. Having a bit of a laugh with them, and I do recommend if you haven't tried them out, particularly if you are a new player, they are one of the 2 weapons that I actually generally recommend for new players. But dual blades are all well and good. I'm enjoying them, you should too. The damage is pretty darn epic. The ease of movement and playability is absolutely amazing. There's no like mental mechanics you have to learn. It's just sort of, when do I spam my combo locking move and when do I dodge. Other than that, have fun, good luck, and don't die. It's bad for the health.